Hey guys, this is Mask Update number 1, I guess. I don't know how many times I might do updates, but I have a new mask to show you guys. This one was designed by La Factoria 3D. I'll put the link down below for Thingiverse. This is a better design in my opinion. For one thing, it's got a lot better things here on the thing to attach your straps. It still has this insert piece that you can use to snap in your piece of N95 right on the inside there, but it also has this front piece that comes off, and there's this big square in here where you can put a P3 filter, or in a real pinch you could use like a piece of HEPA filter if the HEPA filter is rated for 0.1 microns. Not all of them are. Check that before you do it. Also, breathing directly through a HEPA filter may not be good for your lungs, but it's probably better for you than a virus. I mean, use it at your own risk. It's something to use in a pinch, but it's a thing. I'm also doing something else with these masks. I'll take you over here and show you what I've got going on. Alrighty, so you might notice that this mask has a little thing on the inside here. What this is this right here. This is foam window seal. The particular size is that. You can just pause it and get the size for yourself. Whatever size you can find will probably work. If it's too big, just trim it down. It'll be fine. So what you do with this stuff is you just unroll it and stick it on the inside of here. The paper will prevent the foam from bending around these tight curves and stuff along here. So you're going to want to take the paper off before you try putting it on there. And this didn't stick very well. I don't know what the deal is. This is not very sticky at all. So I did end up having to super glue this in. So that might be something you need to do. If you don't have the window seal, or you can't leave your house to get it, or whatever, you don't have that for some reason, that's fine. So I'm not using the PET G that the designer suggests you make these out of because I don't have any. So what you can do is dip just the edge. Don't dip the strap pieces, and definitely don't dip the filter part in some hot steamy water, not boiling, just hot, because PLA will get soft around about 150 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can dip the edge of this into some hot water and then just mold it to your face like you would sports gear. So just in case you couldn't see clearly on the other camera over there, when you print this out, it's got this mask piece. It has the insert for the back portion, and it has the thing for the front of it. So the little insert for the back is the same as the first ones I showed you, where you can just put a piece of N95 or whatever other kind of mask filter you've got. It's kind of fiddly, especially if you got big old fat fingers like I do. You just push it in there and you snap this thing into place. It's really, really stiff, so you may want to scale these down by like 1%, or keep it that tight. Depends on what you want to do. After you've snapped it in place, you've got this big hole here that's pretty thick, that you can put P3 or a HEPA filter, if it's rated for lower enough micron, in here, and then put this over the front. It just snaps right on, and there you go. You got your in a pinch protection. You could also double filter this if you wanted to. You do your mask piece in here with this small one, and then you put a big chunk of P3 in the front of it. However you want to do it, but that's how that works. Just put your stuff in there. There you go. Also, these strap deals are a whole lot better than the old ones. It's actually got a little slot for, good size rubber band. This is not heavy at all, so you don't have to worry about getting it like crazy tight on your face. Anyway, going forward, these are the masks I'm going to be printing. There are a ton of variations on Thingiverse. Use whatever you think is going to work best for you. One other thing on my printer, I don't know why I got this weird little deal here on the nose. It's probably something to do with my settings. Again, it doesn't affect anything. You can't see it through the backside. It's there. If it's a problem, then you can adjust your settings and stuff however you want, but if you see that, don't worry about it. Also, what I was saying before about some hospitals don't want them for reasons, whatever, doesn't matter. Print them anyway. You would be surprised who would want them, especially if you live in a rural area like where I am. The hospital was more than happy to take them. The local Department of Emergency Services got in on it. They ordered a few printers. They're printing them too. I mean, if you can, organize with your community. They will help as much as they can. I'm telling you, they will. Also, while you're printing these, if you do have the ability to print a whole ton of them, don't forget the other emergency service workers who need these things too. Like if we get real bad, cops are going to have to come in and take bodies out, and it's just bad. They're going to have, exposure to potentially infected people because what they do. So if the hospital's good, or hey, the hospital's being dumb, hospital administrator says they don't want them, fine. Give them to the cops, give them to the grocery store workers, you know, anybody who's going to have to be out there in the public and that kind of thing. Of course, thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe.